Hey Dragonauts, what's Dragon on? Astralsflame back here with another deck. We are looking at Mono-White Midrange today. Before I get to the deck, please remember to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on all the new decks. And with that, let's get talking Mono-White Midrange. This is a value-oriented deck, and it is about as mid-range can get. You are basically going for this strategy to develop a board state through smaller creatures or token development and end the game with the big finisher Elesh Norn flipping to the Argent Etchings for final points. If the token go white strategy doesn't work, you'll be nickel and diming and trading where you can, and just ensuring your opponent doesn't have any value to stop your progression of the game. How are we getting that value though? What forms does that come in? Our card advantage has had to change in this list. This is a post-banned list. Reckon Your Bankbuster used to be here, and instead now we are replacing it with Spirited Companion. When it ETBs, draw a card. Mono-White still has some very effective tools to get its card draw engine rolling, to keep yourself ahead of the opponent with the answers you need to take care of whatever they are planning to do. In that same line of card advantage, Wedding Announcement is able to get you some card draw. Roadside Reliquary, your land, going to get you some extra card draw as well. And to reuse and recycle all of these cards, well, Serra Paragon entering into the fray as well. Recasting these from the graveyard, replaying them from a graveyard, reusing their effects, and still just getting more draws per turn, so you have all the answers you need to win the game. To that same effect, though, we have two other cards that fit in the card advantage pile. That is going to be our Ambitious Farmhand and our Restoration of Eiganjo. Now, while these don't necessarily draw you a card, the real value is that they find you up plans from your deck, guaranteeing you hit your land drop and thinning your deck. So there will be less percent chance of you drawing a land and more percent chance of you drawing just the right card, because your card quality will be so much better than your opponents when they are mana flooding. Or maybe their mana screwed. Either way, your mana fixing will be fine and you won't have any problems in drawing. What you do want to draw into though is, aside from the progression of token development to get the strategy rolling, you want to draw into some removal too. We need some answers, and our removal package is very diverse for this list. We are running Laydown Arms, we are hitting up Destroy Evils, we are hitting up Ossifications, and we are hitting up Wandering Embers. You were able to hit enchantments, creatures, planeswalkers, whatever you need to hit. This deck has basically got it. Like artifact, the only thing that really you're not hitting in the main deck is artifacts, and okay. Well, Reckon Your Bankbuster's not there. What do you care, right? I mean, maybe this one. But anyways, you are basically hitting the most important artifacts. The most important parts. You are hitting creatures, you are hitting planeswalkers, and you are hitting enchantments. Those are the big three things of this meta that you want to be targeting. And that's how this works, right? You target the specific stuff to keep your deck progressing ahead. You're going to work to develop some token strategies with Wedding Announcement, even the Archangel Elspeth, your Emperor making tokens, and you're going to work to get Norn out to flip into the Argent Etchings. Kind of the last package I want to touch on here is the Synergy package, just extra value that the deck brings, and this is going to be in the form of the Steel Seraph and Owl the Dawn'Seye. Steel Seraph is a functional card for this list, either playing it turn 3 or at 6 mana, but the combat trick is what we love, giving a creature flying, lifelink, or vigilance until end of turn. The other card here, Owl the Dawn'Seye. Owl's got two things we love. Either when it dies, getting to find something that is 4 CMC which is, if you look at our list, pretty much anything, or buffing up the entire board by 2 +1/+1 counters. So if you've got enough tokens, Owl is just going to give you lethal against the opponent. If you're a little bit behind, Owl is going to find you the answers you need in your top 7. Let's touch on the sideboard. What are we doing to handle against our opponents? What are we going to do to change up our strategies in game 2 and 3? For control, that's pretty straightforward. In this particular case, we want Invasions of Gobakhan and Astralsflame Hive. The Invasion of Gobakhan is going to be so that you can target their hand, tax up key cards in their hand, make them cost 2 more, so that their removal or board clears, any type of thing that really damages your deck, is going to cost extra, and they're going to have to pay for it. Otherwise, Astralsflame Hive is going to come in because Astralsflame Hive does play into our token synergy and puts your clones on a finite clock to end the game. When we start talking about mid-range, it really depends on the mid-range list, but if they are more go-wide, you can bring in Depopulates or Farewells. If they are enchantment heavy, you have Laron of the third path. If they are targeting you more, damage spell, maybe creature trading or removal spells like Go for the Throat and stuff, Search of Salvation is a great protection piece. Lastly, to keep the card advantage up, Sanctuary Warden, also fantastic at bringing as well, and you can look at Farewell if you need to handle a wider board state, or if they are playing specific archetypes, you just want to handle it en masse, like dealing with 5-color midrange, for example. Lastly, for aggro, you're actually well situated against aggro. There's not too much we need to bring in, so really we just look at bringing in Depopulates and Farewells up against the aggro matchup, so we keep them away and not having any board state at all. The final flex piece of the sideboard is the White Sun's Twilight. This is really hit or miss depending on the matchup you want to bring it in. If you want it against control as an extra finisher, you can. If you want to bring it in for against aggro as late game, you can. If you want to bring it in as an extra piece against mid-range, you can. Really depends on the matchup you're in. But Dragonauts, that is Mono-White Midrange. Please enjoy the game despite the fact it has a Wrecking Your Bank Buster in it. And with that, enjoy. I know we're kind of like flooded a little bit, but at the same time, I do like we're thinning our deck with Farmhand. We have Bank Buster and Restoration. So like, I'm kind of okay going like, I'm kind of okay with this hand. We're gonna just play in the Farmhand here. If they make disappear this, I'm fine with that. That's fine. Ooh, opponent missed a land drop. Let's go. Let's go for a Farmhand again. So they have a removal spell in hand. Good to know. They were buddies, minis. Oh, heck yeah. He was having trouble and someone... Oh, Chad, that's awesome. I'm glad you're able to help your friend that way. I was poking for one. They might have... Nope, they didn't. Alright. We'll grab another Plains, because apparently that's what my hand entirely is. Wow, opponent is really missing lands here. Well, I'll mana ramp ahead, that's fine. I just want to grab in my deck even more, I guess. Heated Sigrid and Kyrie, I have, Chad, I have. They're actually in a commander deck, and I have a deck based around them in Arena. They are pretty sweet. I love the fact I just keep drawing, I keep drawing Plains. We'll poke in for one. Have you tried Mono-White Humans? No, I haven't tried it yet, Calber. I mean, we could definitely take a look at it, though. Man, of taste, I do try. Get our draw. Hey, look, another Plains. Hey, look, another Bank Buster. I've drawn so many Plains this game. Corpse Appraiser's fine. Sure. +2. Oh boy, howdy, I'm in trouble now. You ain't wrong, Russ. You ain't wrong. I mean, at the same time, another Plains. Another Farmhand. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess. I might as well, right? I just attacked for 7, so... like, I just... Okay, yeah. So we're going to bring in, for game 2, Search of Salvation, Laron of the Third Path, and Farewell. So let us better handle board state, enchantments, and if they do, try to get in some sneaky damage on us. Let's check with game 2. I will keep. I mean, Farmhand finds me playing. Sweaty Announcement's great. Paragon's awesome. I have the top end I want. Feels good to me. Hey, a Bank Buster. Sweet. Alright, Bloodtithe Harvester. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna play in Farmhand here. You know, guarantee I hit my drops, right? That's the big thing. I'll take the 3. It's fine. Not worried about opponent counterspelling anything here. I kind of like developing Wedding Announcement. And I'll poke in for 1. Something tells me they have cut down or go for the throat in hand. That's fine, I'll go to 14. Just casting Fable. It kept up Xander's Lounge, which means there is more than likely a cut down or blue spell in hand. Ossification's really good. I can't use it just yet, and I need to guarantee a land drop. So we're gonna go for our ambitious Farmhand first. Now I could Ossification the 2/2 Treasure Goblin. And I kind of like doing that because Ossification is a target that I can sacrifice to invoke Despair instead of my Wedding Announcement. I think at the moment I'd rather have another token, so I'm only going to attack in for 1. I have a lot of cards in hand. I don't really need more at the moment. Monday's alright, hope everyone's doing well. Doing good, man, doing good. I'm feeling pretty good where we are in this matchup, even if I get Invoke Despaired. Like, I'm not actively worried. I still have Farewell, I still have Paragon, I have another Wedding Announcement. So, I'm feeling pretty decent. I may just go Bank Buster and hold it for draw. Gonna attack me for Bloodtithe. I will block it this time, I think. And let's just go ahead and cast in another Wedding Announcement. And then I'll cast in the Bank Buster here as well. We'll say no attacks, get 2 1/1s, and everything now is a 2/2. He's stealing hearts. Oh no. Yeah, Fable's fine. Doesn't have haste this turn. Yeah, and even if I get Invoke Despair here, whoop-de-doo. What I will do is I'll Crew. Resolve, I'll lose a 2/2. And I'll just stack an Ossification. Like, oh my goodness, that's such a big deal. Now you can't attack me. I could Farewell here and take care of the creatures. I could also attempt to... Yeah, that might just be the right play. We'll do exile all creatures and exile all graveyards. And then I again get another 1/2/2, which is I think fine. I still have draws on Bankbuster. Starting on land's a good sign.
Yeah.
Why is Crow Addy? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the Ember Dragon Legion as a Dragonaut. Hope your Monday night is going great, friend. And thank you so much. We're gonna just play in Bankbuster. You're our 10th follower of the week. We'll pass the turn. I'm liking where we're at though here. Yeah, just take the game. The new Calyx with winning is disgusting. You're not wrong, Chad. Hey, Dragonauts, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It is always appreciated. Please remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the new decks coming up for MTG Arena. And as always, keep believing. I'll catch you next time.